Here's a question for you. Should potentially dangerous prisoners be bused across the state to save money for the county jail? That's exactly what could happen if a proposal to consolidate jail services between Mercer and Hudson County goes through. The Mercer County government says, according to a consultant's report, they can save $12 million a year by paying Hudson County to house some inmates. I spoke to Hudson County freeholder Bill Spadea, who was eager to get the plan in place to help his own county jail.
With bail reform now, there's going to be consolidations eventually throughout the state. So we want to be ahead of the curve by being able to help with that.
Donald Ryland, the president of the Mercer County Correction Officers PBA, told me there's a concern about a threat to public safety.
If the plan goes through in its current form, it will cause for the daily busing of inmates, detainees, on a daily basis up and down the turnpike. The detainees often have serious degrees of crimes lodged against them.
I also spoke to the attorney for the Mercer County Correction Officers PBA, David Beckett. He told me he disagreed with the report itself, saying the move won't save nearly the money they are projecting.
It will not save millions of dollars. We've analyzed the consultant report that they put together. They didn't include overtime in their budget. They did not include proper fringe benefit costs. And they actually are undercounting all the costs of continuing to run the Mercer County Jail while transporting people more than 60 miles.
The consultant's findings reported by Mercer County also noted a reduction in personnel by 57%, helping save the taxpayers' money. Mercer County Executive Brian Hughes said in a statement, in part, quote, that the county was looking to enter into an agreement with a county that has excess capacity and by closing nearly all of the century-old jail. Let's bring in tonight's A-plus panel. Get their take on this. We are joined by Bob Bianchi, former prosecutor and now defense attorney. Good to see you, Bob.
Good to see you, Bill.
And Bill Caruso, Democratic strategist and attorney. Good to see you, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
All right, Bob, I'm going to start with you on this just from a prosecutorial standpoint. You know, you were a prosecutor. What is the real problem here? Is there an issue? I mean, they're saying we're going to save $12 million. I mean, you heard the comments from the attorney. They're not really going to save that money. That aside, what's the logistical issue here?
To me, it's a logistical and operational nightmare. We have difficulty getting prisoners over from a county jail into a courtroom who are only maybe a mile or 2 miles away. Some of these folks have to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. What if you have a trial that starts at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning? You're going to be transporting them back and forth from Hudson County and Mercer County? I don't know if any of you folks have been on the highways in the morning, but it takes hours to bust through that traffic. And moreover, I think there's an officer safety risk here. It's a lot of distance for them to be traveling with multiple people who have been accused of some very bad stuff in some instances. Plus, I worry about the fact that people, unfortunately, it's happened before, know the roots of these police officers, and it could put the officers in jeopardy that way. Bad idea.
Bill, let me ask you, from the other side of it, they clearly, at least according to the attorney for the PBA, haven't done their homework. They haven't counted many of the costs. This could end up costing the taxpayers more.
We don't know. And by the way, Mercer County has tried this before, as have other counties, in terms of consolidating their jails. But, you know, listen, as a taxpayer, you want this kind of discussion to happen. The other side spoke today, and they have some concerns, and you've outlined some real concerns as well, Bob, from a functional standpoint. But as a taxpayer, we should encourage these types of conversations from going on. At least have the discussion and figure out, does it make good sense from a taxpayer and public safety standpoint?
There's a whole other thing to look at, and I hope that they go to this community and ask. They may not socioeconomically have the kind of funds to be able to travel from Mercer County to Hudson County in order to visit their family members and friends, and that's a problematic thing too to me.
It sounds like they haven't thought this all the way through. You know, that they're using the emotion of tax savings and they haven't really thought it through. And I doubt it. Even if they cut costs, you're not going to get a tax break. All right. Thanks, guys.